Hello everyone. Our today's topic is Elements or Components of Staffing Part 3 from the chapter Staffing. In previous topics, we have discussed meaning, features, importance, and process of staffing. Today I am going to discuss the components of staffing, that is recruitment, selection, and training. After going through this topic, you would be able to understand the meaning and resources of recruitment, explain the merits and demerits of internal and external source of recruitment, understand the meaning of selection, and you would be able to understand the concept of training and development. Now we will discuss one by one the elements of staffing. As you know, there are three elements: recruitment, selection, and training. Recruitment means searching for prospective employees, stimulating them to apply for jobs. Or you can say that recruitment means attracting more and more candidates to apply for vacant job position in the organization. In general words, recruitment means search for candidates who can perform the vacant roles and inducing them to apply and come forward for filling the vacant roles. The recruitment function is very important because the end result of recruitment function is receiving large number of applications to make selection form. So this is the meaning of recruitment, and it is very important part of staffing. Now the source of recruitment. There are two important sources of recruitment. First is internal source of recruitment and second is external source of recruitment. Internal source of recruitment means when the vacant job positions are filled by inducing the existing employees of the organization. The vacant job positions are filled by using existing employees only and no outsiders are permitted in internal sources. Internal sources of recruitment is very popular and common because of its advantages. There are so many advantages of internal recruitment of employees. For example, it is very economical. It motivates the existing employees. Less amount is spent on training. The employees are already familiar with rules and regulations of organizations, so less chances of turnover. And a most important thing is that it improves performance of employees. To get promotion, employees show better performance. Now the external source of recruitment. When sources are available outside the organizations, it includes direct recruitment, casual callers, advertisement, employment exchange, placement agencies, campus recruitment, labor contracts, and web publishing. Now the source of recruitment, we will discuss one by one: internal source and external source. Internal source refers to inviting candidates from within the organizations. There are two important sources. First is transfer and second is promotion. इंटरनल सोर्स में फर्स्ट जो वे है रिक्रूटमेंट का वो है ट्रांसफ़र. ट्रांसफ़र मीन्स शिफ्टिंग एन एम्प्लॉई फ्रॉम वन जॉब टू अदर जॉब और वन डिपार्टमेंट टू अदर डिपार्टमेंट. Second is features of transfer. First feature is slight changes in duties and responsibility, no change in salary, excess employees can be moved to other departments, horizontal movement of employees, job rotation is possible to learn different jobs, do not increase the number of employees in the organization. और इन सिंपल वर्ड्स यू कैन से कि जब ट्रांसफ़र एक डिपार्टमेंट से दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट में सेम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में होती है तो उसमें उसकी सैलरी या ड्यूटीज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में चेंजेस नहीं आता. सेम सैलरी रहती है, सेम रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, सेम ड्यूटीज़, लेकिन उसका प्लेस ऑफ वर्किंग चेंज हो जाता है. Second is promotion. Promotion means shifting an employee from a lower position to a higher position. In promotion, there is no increase in number of employees. Vertical shifting lower to higher, यानी lower post से higher post पे shift हो जाता है. It motivates the employees and increase in salary or wages and other incentives. So it is very motivating steps of an organization. Now the internal source, first is transfer. For example, transfer of clerk from Union Bank Chandigarh branch to Union Bank of Ludhiana branch. This is the meaning of or process of transfer. Transfer is a change in job where the new job is substantially equal to the old in terms of pay status and responsibility. Second is promotion. Promotion is the shifting of a lower job position to a higher job position. For example, promotion of a clerk to the post of an accountant, LD clerk to UD clerk, यानी lower division clerk to upper division clerk. Advantages of internal source of recruitment. First advantage is sense of security. Second advantage of internal source of recruitment is loyalty among the employees. Next advantage is it motivates the employees. नेक्स्ट इज इट इज़ इकोनॉमिकल, कम खर्च होता है इसमें क्योंकि बाहर से हमें कोई रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं करना पड़ता है. नेक्स्ट एडवांटेज इज कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड बेटर एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉयज relationship between employer and employees. Next advantage is surplus and shortage rectified, and this is one most important benefit is a tool for training for future managers. Means इसमें अलग से कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं देनी पड़ती है, एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉयज को ही हम लोअर पोस्ट से हायर पोस्ट पे ट्रांसफर करते हैं. There are some more advantages of internal source of recruitment. First is it is an economical source. It is an economical source of recruitment as no time and money has to be spent on advertising vacancies or on conducting tests and interviews. Second importance is it motivates employees. It motivates employees to improve their performance as promotion at a higher level may lead to a chain of promotions at lower levels in the organization. Employees work with commitment and loyalty and remain satisfied with their jobs. Next important advantage is it simplifies the process of selection and placement. Selection is very easy as candidates are already known to the organization. Next advantage is better performance of employees. To get promotion, employees show better performance in the organization. Adjustment of surplus staff. Transfer has the benefit of shifting workforce from the surplus departments to those where there is shortage of staff. Next advantage is no need for induction training. In case of internal source of recruitment, there is no need for induction training as the employees are already familiar with the organization. Next advantage is automatic training. Through transfer, employees get training also in the form of job rotation. Now the disadvantages of internal source of recruitment. So many benefits, but there are some disadvantages or limitations of internal source of recruitment. First is it preventing capable persons from outside because no infusion of new blood to the organization. Employees become lethargic. Employees become lazy due to time-bound promotion. Next limitation is limited number of qualified hands. Qualified hands may not be available in the organization because of job rotation, transfer or promotion policy. Next limitation is no spirit of competition. Not suitable for the post requiring innovation. जिन पोस्ट में जिन डिपार्टमेंट में इनोवेशन की ज़रूरत होती है वहाँ पर ये पॉलिसी या ये मेथड ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट सूटेबल नहीं होता है. नेक्स्ट लिमिटेशन इज इट promotes favoritism and partiality in the organization, and it reduces the productivity of the employees due to frequent transfer and unscientific promotion results in low productivity. Now, some more limitations or disadvantages of internal source of recruitments are: first is incomplete source of recruitment. It is an incomplete source of recruitment because the existing staff may be insufficient or they may not fulfill the eligibility criteria of the jobs to be filled. Second limitation or disadvantage is reduced productivity. Frequent transfer of employees may often reduce the productivity of the organization. It hindrance of induction of fresh talent. Internal source of recruitment reduces the scope for induction of fresh talent into the firm. It is not suitable for new enterprises. A new enterprise cannot use internal source of recruitment, and there is a lack of competition among employees. The spirit of competition among the employees may be hampered because employees are likely to expect automatic promotion by seniority. परफॉर्मेंस इज नॉट ए मैटर एट ऑल. यहाँ पर परफॉर्मेंस कोई मायने नहीं रखती है क्योंकि सीनियोरिटी वाइज उनका प्रमोशन होना ही होता है, इसलिए इसमें एक स्पिरिट ऑफ कंपटीशन नहीं होता है क्योंकि उन एम्प्लॉयज़ को मालूम होता है कि इतने टाइम के बाद आपका प्रमोशन तो मिल ही जाएगा, इसलिए वो ज़्यादा मेहनत भी नहीं करते, लेथार्जिक हो जाते हैं और कोई उनमें स्पिरिट ऑफ कंपटीशन नहीं होता है. Now, next source of recruitment is external source of recruitment. It refers to recruiting employees from outside the organization. External source of recruitment requires when the existing staff may be insufficient or they may not fulfill the eligibility criteria of the jobs to be filled. Whenever large number of job positions are vacant, then external recruitment is performed. It can be through with the help of advertisement, campus recruitment, placement agencies, outsourcing, employment exchange, labor contracts, etc. The important external source of recruitment are direct recruitment, casual callers, media advertising, employment exchange, placement agencies, management consultants, campus recruitment, recommendations by the existing employees, and web publishing. External source of recruitment means recruitment of candidates from outside the organization. Direct recruitment, first source of method of external source of recruitment is direct recruitment. It means on the spot selection of employees on the basis of a notice. Second is casual callers from waiting list, means searching for employees from waiting list of casual applicants. Third is advertisement. It is an effective means to search potential employees from outside the organization. Next is employment exchange. Details of job seekers may be supplied to the organization. Placement agencies and personal consultants. Specialized agencies undertakes all the functions of recruitment and selection on behalf of the employer. Next is campus interview. With the help of campus interview, searching for employees or prospective candidates from universities and colleges. One more method, this is recommendations of present employees. It ensures reliability and suitability for the post and helps to improve the morale of existing employees. One more way of external recruitment, that is labor contractors. The contractors keep in touch with a large number of workers and bring them at the places where they are required. Labor unions. Some organizations accept the recommendations of labor unions, for example, organizations running by political parties. And web publishing. This is very common way or method of external recruitment. A number of websites give details, information for job seekers and job providers. So these are the methods of external recruitment. Now we will discuss one by one in detail. First is direct recruitment. Sometimes the organizations paste notice at the gate of their office or factory or workshop stating that there is a job position, or stating the vacant job positions. The people who are interested in those jobs walk in for interviews. This method of external recruitment is most suitable for unskilled job positions, for example, sweepers, peons, or other laborers. Second is schedule callers. Generally, the large organizations maintain an application file in which they keep all the pending applications which the job seekers have with the reception. Sometimes the applications of suitable candidates who were not selected in previous year's selection process are also kept in application file. This application file is considered as a waiting list. Whenever there is a job vacancy, the suitable candidates from the waiting list are called. Third is media advertising. The most common and popular method of external recruitment is advertising about the vacant job position. Advertisement in TV, newspapers, and journals, etc., will attract a large number of applicants. Next is employment exchange. Government employee Government employment exchange act as middlemen between the job seekers and the organizations who have vacant job positions. The job seekers leave their biodata and detail of their qualifications with the employment exchange, and when the organizations approach employment exchange, the suitable candidates are sent. Next is placement agencies and management consultant. Placement agencies provide nationwide service of matching demand and supply of workforce. These agencies invite the biodata and record from various job seekers and send them to suitable clients. These agencies charges fees for providing such services. These are a kind of employment exchange run by private enterprises. Next is management consultants. Management consultants help the organizations to recruit technical, professional, and managerial personnel. They specialize in middle level and top level executive placements. And next is campus interview or campus recruitment. Sometimes the senior managers of the organizations visit various professional colleges, technical institutes to get fresh graduates or the people with the latest technological know how. This type of recruitment is more common for engineers, computer programmers, MBAs, etc. The organization prefer fresh graduates because they can be molded according to the requirement of the organization. Next is recommendations by the existing employees. Many firms encourage their employees to recommend the names of their relatives and friends to fill the vacant job position. Such appointments are usually done at the lower level. And next is web publishing. In internet, there are certain websites specially designed to provide information regarding job seekers and companies which have vacant job position. These websites can be visited by job seekers as well as companies. For example, Naukri.com, monster.com, etc. These are the web sites. Now, the advantages of external source of recruitment. First is wide choice, infusion of new blood or new talent or fresh talent, spirit of competition, qualified and experienced personnel. First is wider choice. Through external recruitment, the organization gets wider choice. Second is fresh talent. With external recruitment, fresh and new talent come to the organization. Next is latest technological knowledge. Through campus selection, organization can get employees with latest technological knowledge. Next advantage is competitive spirit. Through external recruitment, when outsiders join the organization, this develops a competitive spirit in existing employees of organization. Now the disadvantages of external source of recruitment. First is frustration among existing employees. Second, it is a time consuming process. It is a costly process. Uncertainty. First, dissatisfaction among existing employees. When the external system of recruitment is adopted, it puts an end to the chances of promotion of the existing employees. This naturally affects their morale and they do not work with complete dedication. Second disadvantage is it is a costly process. The external process of recruitment involves advertisement and a long process of selection and above all trainings. The selected candidates involves a lot of expenditure. Therefore, it is an expensive process. Next limitation or disadvantage is it is a lengthy process. The external system of recruitment is a lengthy process involving advertisement for the post, wait for the applications, selections, etc., which consumes a lot of time. Since it is a lengthy process, sometimes it is not considered appropriate. Next limitation is increase in labor turnover. When the employees are convinced that they will not they will not be in a position to get any promotion in future, they leave the organization at the first available opportunity. Consequently, the rate of labor turnover increases. This seriously affects the reputation of the organization. This does not encourage good talented people to feel attractive to the organization. So these are the limitations or disadvantages of external sources of recruitment. Now the difference between internal source and external sources. First, internal sources refers to inviting candidates from within the organization. On the other side, external sources refers to recruitment to recruiting employees from outside the organization. Internal source is less time consuming, but external source is more time consuming. Internal source is more economical. On the other side, external source is costly process. Internal source is a limited choice, but in external source there is a wider choice. So these are the differences between internal and external source of recruitment. In internal source, boost up the morale of existing employees, but in external source, it brings down the morale of existing employees. Internal sources generally based on seniority come merit, but in external sources, it is strictly based on merit and qualification. In internal source of recruitment, quality of recruitment is not as superior as in case of external source of recruitment because of the limited choice. But in external sources, there is a wider choice, so quality of recruitment is superior. So these are the differences between internal source and external source of recruitment. So today's topic is of elements of recruitment. Thank you very much.